Good evening, Mayor and Aldermen. Thank you for letting me speak this evening. And I want to talk about good things. School board member Wayne Blair and I were talking a while back, and he had noticed over at Laverne High School, and if you're familiar with the high school, there's a large drainage ditch over there, and it's filled with it's grass and things. It starts at about the Laverne city limits. Wolverine Trail goes behind the softball field, between the softball field and the baseball field, and follows up along near the football field and the parking lots over to Cheney Road and then up the Cheney Road side of the school property. Well, it seems in the last couple of years a lot of construction debris has been thrown in there and it's become overgrown. You had the little scrub oak trees and other trees and bushes that were growing up. It was an eyesore, and it was not providing the drainage it should. So between us, we got together with Alan Miller at the Correctional Work Center down in Murfreesboro, and he enlisted the help of Mike Williams in the Highway Department, and Alan Miller and I both talked to the city of Laverne, Mayor Irwin and the Alderman, Guy Patterson, that's over the Public Works, and we all got together, and the County Highway Department used a bush hog to clean up what they could. The Correctional Work Center brought up their inmates. These are low-risk miscellaneous offenders that are there. A lot of them have kids in the county schools, and helped clean up the ditch. And one thing they found in the ditch was a small 3-level high wooden set of bleachers that somebody had thrown in there. And a lot of other debris, concrete blocks, and just everything. And we managed to get it all cleaned up, and it looks good right now. It's growing back, but it will be cleaned again here. And then also right next at the one end behind the baseball field is the hill at the high school. And years ago, right after the school started, there were good-sized rocks that were put there that they were painted white, and they formed the letters LHS on the hill. And of course, every time we'd play Smyrna or some other team here, that L would get changed to S or whatever it may be. So over the years, we got smart and got some big concrete blocks, 3 blocks, one that was made into an L, an H, and an S, and they were painted white. And they'd become dingy over the years, and also the brush on the hill was getting up so you could hardly see the blocks. Well, the inmates in the Correctional Work Center and the Public Works at Laverne cleaned up that hill, hauled off all the debris. In fact, the inmates even wanted to come up on a Saturday so they could get the job finished before the first football game this year. And then a couple of teachers that are the sponsors of the Laverne High School Key Club came to me, and they said that the Key Club members wanted a service project, and what they wanted to do was paint the LHS. The school board, Gary Clardy at the school board, provided the paint for it. Those kids got out there after school with the teachers and painted the LHS. It's a nice shade of white now. You can tell it is white. And it just makes me feel pretty good, because what we hear so much griping about government and how they never work together. But here we had 3 Rutherford County agencies, the city of Laverne, and a couple of school teachers and about 25 or 30 students at Laverne High School that all work together on this project. It does instill a little more pride in Laverne High School and just to make the overall appearance of the school better. Thank you.
Good evening, Board, Mayor, Alderman, other city leaders of Laverne. I would like to say thank you for allowing me the time to speak on behalf of Box 100. As you're all aware, there have been some changes in Box 100 in the last month. The resignations of Box 100, we've had several members that resigned. Chief Rick O'Neill, his wife that was treasurer, Tricia O'Neill, Assistant Chief Jackie Pearson, her mother was historian Etta Pearson. I was secretary on the board at the time. With all 4 of the other board members resigning, I was the only elected officer remaining at that time, and everything was dumped into my hands. Since then, going through the few papers that have been returned, such as some of the receipts, bank statements that belong to Box 100, I felt it was in the best interest of the organization and myself to call for a complete audit of all monies and equipment that has been purchased or donated to this fine organization. As soon as the audit is complete, I will give the Board of Mayor and Aldermen an update on the status of Box and all of the findings after the completion. I would like to say that over the last 2.5 weeks, all the departments have definitely kept Box 100 on their toes. We've had our city function of Old Timers Day. We had our wonderful FOP football gang. Upon that, we had a water main break in Woodland Hills, a new home structure fire, hostage situation with the police department. I'd also like to thank at this time Sonic, Domino's Pizza, Arby's, McDonald's, Crystal, and Krispy Kreme for coming to our aid at this time, and most of all of the restaurants mentioned donated all of the food to feed our firemen, police, and public work employees. I would like to ask the citizens of Laverne that when you're out and about, stop by and support our local restaurants that support us in our time of need. The Rutherford County Special Ops said that Box 100 was the best thing that had been invented since candy was made for kids. In the last month, we've had 7 new members that joined Box. We are definitely alive and kicking. We're not going to let anything that has happened in the past month and a half break us down, tear down the organization. At this time, if it's okay, I would like to introduce our new board members and our sergeants and lieutenants so that you will know who you're actually dealing with. Myself, they nominated me and put me in as chief, Julia Hill. Our assistant chief is Adam Sykes. He's at college tonight. Our secretary is June Eskew. Please stand. Our historian is Gwen Dunn. Treasurer, we have not elected. We have froze it until the audit is completed. We have 3 lieutenants. Our day lieutenant is Alderman Cena Mosley. We have 2 night lieutenants, Russell Wilson and Charles Dunn. We have 3 sergeants. Our day sergeant is Mary Sloan. And our 2 night sergeants are Keisha Hill and Jeb Sloan. So, with that being said, any questions or comments? Thank you.
(6:45), we'll call this public hearing to order. The first one we have is the second reading, ordinance 2009-16, ordinance to amend 2008-2009 fiscal year general fund budget. It's open. Does someone want to speak for or against? If no one's coming forward, we'll move on to number 2. Second reading ordinance 2009-17. Ordinance to amend 2008-2009 State Street Aid Fund Budget. Anyone want to speak for or against? They may come up and do it now. If not, we'll move to number 3. Second reading, ordinance 2009-18. Ordinance to amend 2008-2009 fiscal year senior citizen fund budget. Public hearing is now open. Does anyone want to speak for or against the senior citizen fund budget? I see no one coming forward. We'll move to number 4. Second reading, ordinance 2009-19. Ordinance to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year drug fund budget. Anyone speak before or against this ordinance? I see no one coming up front. We'll move to number 5. Second reading, ordinance 2009-20 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year library special renew fund budget. Anyone want to speak on behalf or against? Come up now. I see no one's coming forward. We'll move to number 6, second reading ordinance 2009-21 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year grant special revenue fund budget. Anyone want to speak for or against this ordinance? I see no one coming forward. We'll move to number 7, second reading ordinance 2009-22 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year stormwater fund budget. Anyone want to speak for or against this ordinance? No one coming forward. We'll move to number 8, second reading ordinance 2009-23 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year street capital project fund budget. It is open. Does anyone want to speak for or against? A little extra time since I'm drinking water. I see no one coming forward. We'll move to number 9. Second reading ordinance 2009-24 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year park capital project fund budget. Anyone want to speak for or against this ordinance? I see no one coming forward. I'll move to number 10. Second reading ordinance 2009-25 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year police impact fees fund budget. Anyone want to speak for or against this ordinance? We'll move to number 11. Second reading ordinance 2009-26 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year water sewer fund budget. Anyone want to speak for or against this ordinance? It may come up now. Okay, we'll go to number 12. Second reading ordinance 2009-28. Ordinance to amend Article 5, Section 5.052.6, zoning ordinance regarding the planning district residential regulations. Received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on August 25th, 2009. Go ahead. Does she need to state her name and anything?
Yes, name and address, please.
Name and address, please.
Hi, I'm Deborah Edwards. I live at 202 Shiloh Drive. I believe I have stood at the right time. I've been coming to the meetings for a couple of now, and I've listened to a discussion about water sprinklers in these homes. Am I standing at the right time? Is this the correct one? I have attempted to learn as much as possible about this so I don't look like a blithering idiot up here. I do understand that this community will have many homes that are closely located to each other with small amount of land between them. And that the idea is that this community could actually have grocery stores and stuff like that in it. So we are opening it up to be more of a community-type environment, much like neighborhoods that I grew up near in Washington, D.C., to be honest. We encourage yuppies and up-and-coming people to move into these neighborhoods, promising them a nice environment. I became very concerned when I thought I heard a discussion in here about the potential for fire to spread in a community where these homes are located as close as they will be. This is my city now. I've only lived here 7 years, but I truly think of Laverne as my home, and I plan on growing old here. I am concerned in what I thought I heard being a vote that appeared to be leaning towards not incorporating the sprinkler systems in the requirements for this community. If a disaster were to occur and a fire were to take a life of one individual, and if that family were to get an attorney who knew to look for the notes and the videos of these discussions, I am concerned that my city could get sued, and that the board and Alder people could be sued for not voting to incorporate sprinkler systems that I believe we were told would cost $3,000 or less to put in homes that I think logically could run about $150 grand. People tend to amortize their homes over 30 years, and a $3,000 cost, I'm sure I'll be correct if I'm remembering that wrong, is a pittance. It is minuscule in the amortization of a home. I know that we want to bring people into our community who are expected to have their incomes increase, who will be spending their money here at home in Laverne. We want our tax base to grow. These people are looking for homes that are as safe as possible, and they want to buy homes that have these sprinkler systems in them because they can go somewhere else and get them for the same money. So I'm up here, I hope at the right time, speaking for sending this back to committee if that's what has to occur, so that we can vote to put these sprinkler systems into these homes, because it's right for our community, it's right for these families, and it's right for the housing community that we want to build. I think I'm done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else will speak for or against this ordinance 2009-28? Anyone else? Number 13, second reading, ordinance 2009-29 to amend Article 3, Section 3.01100 of the zoning ordinance by adding requirement to accessory structures. Received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on August 25th, 2009. Would anyone like to come up and speak for or against this ordinance, 2009-24? Anyone? Anyone want to speak for or against this ordinance? I see no one coming forward. We'll call this public hearing over. We'll recess for 5 to 10 minutes and we'll start the meeting. Thanks. 7 o'clock, close enough. We'll call this meeting to order. Prayer by Alderman Mosley, the pledge by the Vice Mayor Jerry Gann. Rise, please.
Bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this day and the many blessings you bestowed on all of us. Be with each and every one of us, Lord, as we try to make decisions that are in the best interest of the citizens of Laverne and for this city. Be with each and every family that have had sick ones, that are in hospitals, have had surgeries. Be with those families who have lost loved ones, and please be with our soldiers as they are fighting for our freedom. Be with each and every one of us as we go through this day and this meeting. And dear Lord, we pray that you will always be beside us and that we'll always take your hand as we make our decisions. And please be with the new members of Box 100 and the new board as they are making decisions for the entire group and are doing a wonderful job. In your name I pray, amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, very good. We're coming in loud and clear, JD? Okay. We'll make sure everyone can hear us. All right, if you go over the minutes, September 1st, 2009, with the regular meeting, then I'll need a motion for or against. I have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
I have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Department reports. Fire department.
For the month of September 2009, we have a total of 72 calls, consisting of 2 structure fires, 21 fire alarms, 4 vehicle fires, 1 grass fire, 4 hazardous materials calls, 25 motor vehicle accidents, 2 medical calls, 7 emergency miscellaneous calls, and 6 non-emergency miscellaneous calls. Total water consumption for the month of September 2009 was 24,000 gallons, and the average response time for the same month, 2009, was 2.6 minutes.
Okay. Any questions from this board?
I'd like to, if I may, and I'm going to just start here with all that y'all do, the house fire. Y'all did all y'all could do under the circumstances. Also, as everyone knows on this board, we had a bad situation the other night. The fire department was there, right there doing their job, along with the police department. Everybody did a great job that night, trying to care for the family and the situation at hand, and very professional. And I was very, very proud to see how this city responded and all the groups working together. Box came in, took care. It was just, under the circumstances being so bad, I thought everything went as well as could be expected under the circumstances, especially from the group here in Laverne. And I was just very, very proud to see how our guys and girls all worked together. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Police department.
Mayor and board, for the month of September, we was active on 3,102 calls, 91 crashes or accidents, 172 alarms, 115 ambulance calls, motorist assist was at 72, domestics were at 34, burglaries at 25, thefts at 55. There was 139 total arrests, 6 of those being DUI, 41 driver's license violation, and 21 drug-related offenses. Total citations were 1,117, deposit of $58,697.
Any questions for the chief from this board? Thank you, sir. Codes department.
Mayor, Aldermen, for the month of September, the Codes Department issued a total of 7 single-family dwelling permits, 5 commercial permits, 5 miscellaneous permits, 2 sign permits, 1 mobile home permit. Total number of permits issued for the month was 20. Complaints called in for the month, we had 60 for tall grass, 1 for junk cars and yard, 16 for trash and yards, and 25 other. Impact fees for the month, road was $6,188, park was $2,177, police was $784. Monthly revenue for the month with impact fees is $17,406. Total number of single-family permits issued year-to-date is 53. Total number of single-family permits issued same period in 2008 was 149. Total number of all permits issued year-to-date is 183.
Okay, any questions from this board to the engineer? Thank you, sir. Park and Rec.
Good evening, Mayor and Aldermen. You can see our regular monthly report with our programs and revenues. In addition to that, our leagues this fall are going great when they've been able to play between all the rain we've had. One thing on the report I do want to point out, the Parks and Recreation Advisory, the Greenway Advisory, and the Historical Preservation Advisory all have a change in their meeting time and location. They're going to have a triple partner meeting with all 3 of those committees on Monday, October the 19th at 6 o'clock at Lake Forest Park. Also, Old Timers Day, in spite of the threatening weather, was once again a huge success, and everybody that came out had fun that day. Some upcoming events that we have, I wanted to go ahead and point out the kickball tournament that's scheduled for November 14th. So if you want to get together a team, this is an adult kickball tournament, to get together a team and contact our department for more information. But coming up this month, October 31st, that morning we have community cleanup. Registration starts at 9, and the actual cleanup will start at 9:30, with lunch being served to everybody that participates in the cleanup. And that same day, October 31st, which is Halloween, we're doing our annual Trail of Treats that afternoon at Veterans Memorial Park from 2 to 4. So we are asking businesses that want to participate in that to go ahead and contact us and get signed up. We get businesses to set up booths around the trail and give out candy to the kids. And last year we had over 2,000 kids come. So even if you don't have a business to come participate, please come out there and bring your kids that day. Also, at the Senior Center, a couple of activities we have going on this month. The Halloween party is going to be the 30th that day, and they're going to have, of course, costume contest and some other games. And then we're also doing our health fair where we're going to have flu shots, and that's going to be on the 15th. So you can call the Parks Department or the Senior Center for more information on those. Any questions?
On the attendance for Old Timers Day, how'd y'all come up with the attendance?
Several people just made a wild guess and kind of put their wild guesses together. We tried to observe during the day and kind of make guesses throughout the day, because we're trying to include people that the attendance for the whole day, including all the people that came and went and people in the parade and everything else.
What'd you come up with?
15? I don't even remember.
15,000.
15,000.
Yes, 15,000.
It's an even number. It was just 15,000, not 1,503.
You know, we talked about having somebody at the entrance of the park with a counter, but that might not be a very fun job.
Any questions for your director, Park and Rec, from this board? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Finance Department.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Aldermen. This month's financial report represents year-to-date for the first 2 months of this calendar year. For the general fund, we are running approximately $1 million unfavorable. That's typical of this time of the year, and will be unfavorable mainly until the end of the year when our property tax revenues start coming in. Sales tax currently is running $56,000 favorable as compared to last year at this time, and $23,000 favorable as compared to budget. State street aid is running $69,000 favorable year-to-date. Stormwater is approximately $76,000 favorable year-to-date. Water sewer fund is running approximately $39,000 unfavorable year-to-date. On the second page is our balances in our various bank accounts, and I want to make a special note tonight, something I haven't mentioned before. In the capital projects fund, highways and streets, and in the water and sewer fund, those balances do include funds that we have set aside in the LGIP fund for Waldron Road. There's approximately a little over $3 million that is set aside. That's really technically not city money, but it's on our records because the state has not drawn down any of that money yet to start any of the construction. So we are earning a little interest off of that money, but it is on our records. The third page is a comparison to prior year. General fund is running about $64,000 unfavorable to prior year. Water and sewer fund is running about $13,000 unfavorable as compared to prior year.
For your finance director. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Library.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Aldermen. The report for September 2009 for the library. We checked out over 12,000 items last month. It's nearly 1,000 more than the previous year, and had 11,115 patrons visit the library. That leads to an average per day of 483 people. That number is more than 500 more than this time last year. We issued 77 new juvenile cards and 202 new adult cards last month, and that's about the same as last year. We ran 59 programs in September with a total attendance of 2,507. Computer users were greater by more than 300 from the previous year, with 3,626 users last month. We at the library would like to thank Mayor Irwin and Alderman Green for coming out to our reading rally a couple of weekends ago and spending time with our community. We'd also like to thank Parks and Recreation for all their help getting us set up. And particularly, we'd like to thank Donna Bebout for being the library fairy. She was a big hit that day. We estimate close to 800 people for the day, which I'm told is our best attendance yet. We're having a book sale of some of our donated items this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We encourage the community to come out because this is one of our major fundraisers for the year. And all payments are by donation, so it's give what you want and get a good deal at the library. Family Storytime is back. We're starting up again on October 24th at 2. Miss Chrissy will run this program on alternate Saturdays, and it's going to feature stories, music, and fun for the whole family. For us at the library, October means grow scrub. This year's event will be on Friday, October 30th from 3 to 4 p.m. The library staff will be preparing all manner of good tasting but disgusting looking treats. I can particularly recommend the kitty litter cake. It's very good. We encourage everybody to come out and sample our items, and costumes are welcome at the event. Are there any questions for me?
I have a comment.
Okay.
Teresa, I think you're stepping up. You've been doing a great job. I'm hearing a lot of good things over there. Even Robin bragged on you, which so
Thank you very
really,
much, ma'am.
you are. This board appreciates you stepping up, short notice, stepping up, and you're doing an outstanding job. So I just want to take time to thank you very much. And we do watch and understand, and we hear. So we might not be over every day, but we know what's going on. And just keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Water treatment plant. And Thomas, I wish I could brag on you like that.
It's still early.
At least you understand.
What we have is our report for the month ending August of this year. Basically, all of our numbers pretty much in the parameters they need to be. Chemical usage is pretty much down in some areas, up in some, depending on the quality of water of the lake. We've been trying to avoid the sulfide smell in it. A lot of people smell like earthy or just old water. So a few chemicals we had to increase with the help of distribution. They've been freshening the water in the lines, so hopefully not too many complaints on it. It's just that time of year. I think it's utility-wide. Basically, our maintenance for August was $7,069, which leaves a balance at the beginning of September of $437, which is not very much left. Our cross-connection program's going well. We have a total of 501 units discovered since we've taken over in August of last year. We collected $1,700 on invoices for inspections. That brings our total up to a little under 19,000 so far.
Any questions for Thomas? Thank you, sir. Public Works?
Evening, Mayor and members of the board. You have the Public Works report for the month of September. Some of the highlights is that we're currently recruiting for 2 positions. That recruitment closes tomorrow, and next week we should be interviewing for those positions to get them on board as soon as we can. With over 11 inches of rain last month, it was kind of difficult to get a lot of asphalt work done. But tomorrow, we do have a demonstration on a process that I've talked to Mr. Moshe about. There's 2 lateral utility cuts on Old Nashville Highway, one at Woody Thomas and the other at Murray Lane. And we've got a machine coming in that does an infrared. It heats the asphalt, the existing asphalt up, and it heats it to a point where it becomes hot mix asphalt again, and they'll be able to rake it out and smooth those utility cuts. So if you've been down Old Nashville Highway for quite some time, you've probably been hitting those 2 laterals. So tomorrow we should be out there, and you're more than welcome to stop and look at this process. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's a Metro is using this process now, and they contract to just have that company go around and just repair old utility cuts, and they're having a lot of success with it. We've got the salt spreaders ready, all tuned up, ready to go. We've got 200 tons of salt covered and delivered, so we're ready for that. I talked to a friend in Mammoth Lakes, and they got their first big snow, so we're a little bit behind.
Last year when I called, well, the truck's down, the salt's here, so you're saying we all set and ready to go?
They've actually repainted the salt spreaders. They're greased up and ready to go.
Make sure you save his tape, JD.
Yes.
Per Guy Patterson.
I'll have my truck out there and it'll be full of sand. The water and sewer, we did some confined space training last month, working with the fire department. And just an update, you might get some phone calls. We're, as we speak, out at Hollandale Pump Station. Got some issues out there. This afternoon when the storm went through, there was a kind of an explosion at the station. Can't figure out what's wrong. We have one pump down, and NES is checking, and it had kicked the breaker, and they're thinking that the amount of juice it would take to kick that breaker, that station may have been hit by lightning. So we're out there. We're going to secure it. We got a backup pump hooked up, and first thing in the morning we're going to go down and pull out one of the pumps.
Any questions from this board to the Public Works Director?
Go ahead.
We got all kinds of questions, Guy.
I believe it was $42 a ton, which 5 years ago it was $25 a ton. And last year you couldn't even get salt. There was a shortage. Some of the big salt mines had been flooded out, and we were fortunate to be able to work with Metro and have them deliver us 40 tons of salt last year.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, the chipper service. In years past, they stop in October. Y'all going to continue through October, November, through
Yes.
the winter months?
Yeah, we're going to continue. It's just too hard to get behind, and then you've got a lot of material that's got weeds growing through it, and it just seems like it's going to work out, especially if we get these two positions on board. We'll use the inmates and one of these positions to run that year-round.
Good day.
Anyone else from this board? Thank you, sir. Good job, guy. All right, we have a presentation from Park and Rec Director Robin. Before I do that, I want to recognize Doug Schaefer being here tonight, the county commissioner. Does a great job for us, works very hard for the city of Laverne. All our commissioners do. And Doug, thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate you. All right, Robin, you ready?
While he's coming down here, I just want to say that we, in the Parks and Recreation Department, have been very grateful and fortunate over the past month to receive a couple of awards and recognition. And we wanted to share it with the mayor because without the support of this board, we wouldn't even be able to do the programs that we were awarded for. So we're very proud of what we do and want to share it with the city as well. So the first award is a GNRC award for the 5K run, Halleck-the-Moon 5K run. It's a unique program because it's a night run, and it's very successful. We're proud of that.
Well, thank you.
The first one is for it.
Thanks. Everybody with me? Make sure everybody got my picture. Okay.
This is an aging award, not for you. Not for you.
This is a trick.
This was awarded by GNRC as well for our senior citizens renovation project.
Okay.
So,
On behalf of Dennis Walden, I'll accept this.
and this one we received at the Tennessee Recreation and Parks Association conference, and it's actually awarded from Department of Environment and Conservation. And this is a benchmarking recognition. It's like the first phase of a national accreditation for parks and recreation programs. And we're at Tier 1, which is the first step, but someday hopefully we'll be accredited nationally as a Parks and Recreation Department.
Outstanding. Thank you. I just want to take 1 second right quick before I go back up there. Robin, we really appreciate all you do. She does a lot. Her and her staff, if you're listening to all the other departments, they always thanking Robin because she does a great job. She volunteers, and she helps from the library to everything I can think of, from everything. So thank you very much. We appreciate your hard work. Give her a hand. Thank you, Robin. Now, don't scoot up. Must have been that chicken. All righty, let's get back to work. All this laughing, having a good time. Number 4, it's the first reading, ordinance 2009-07. This is Grant Town Smyrna, the gas franchise. We have talked about this for a while, for a long time. At the last workshop we had, I believe we got everything covered. The one thing our attorney, Evan Cope, was working on, he went as far as he could go with it. They would not budge on that, but I believe that's the only issue left. So it's up for this board to decide what they want to do with this. It's been on here a long time, and we'll make sure we're making the right decisions. So I need a motion for or to deny.
Well, it's for sure we have to do it. 'Cause
Yes,
we have
ma'am.
too many people that are depending on it.
Absolutely.
So, nobody wants a franchise, but
Well, the thing is, we're not adding no money. There's nothing that's going to be added to the citizens of Laverne. This board's already determined that. So it's going to be no added cost to the taxpayers of the gas. This board's already decided that. This is basically to come to agreements with a term of 10 years with the option to buy if the city of Laverne decides to. But regardless, if we pass this tonight, first reading, the prices, the rates will not go up. So, good job from this board.
I'll make a motion to pass.
I have a motion to approve on first reading. I need a second. I'll make that second. All four?
No.
Aye.
Okay, roll call. Alderman Mosley?
Aye.
Alderman Walden?
No.
Alderman Green? Vice Mayor? Aye. Pass on first reading. Is this going to be a public hearing also, Bruce, on this?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Speaking of public hearings, we have public hearings on the next few items here. Earlier today, we'll start with number 5, which is second reading ordinance 2009-16. The ordinance to amend 2008-2009 fiscal year general fund budget. No one spoke for or against. I need a motion to approve or to deny. This is second and final reading.
Motion for.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
No.
Roll call. Alderman Mosley.
No.
Alderman Walden. Alderman Green.
Aye.
Vice Mayor. I vote aye. Pass on second and final reading. Number 6, second reading, ordinance 2009-17. Ordinance to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year state street aid fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing. I need a motion to approve or to deny. Second and final reading.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second. Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass. Number 7, second reading ordinance 2009-18. Ordinance to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year senior citizen fund budget. Public hearing, no one spoke for or against. I need a motion to approve or to deny. Second and final reading. Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have 2 seconds. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Pass on second and final reading. Number 8, second reading ordinance 2009-19 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year drug fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second. Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass on second and final reading. Number 9, second reading ordinance 2009-20 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year for the library special revenue fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Number 10, second reading ordinance 2009-21 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year grant special revenue fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second. Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Number 11, second reading ordinance 2009-22 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year stormwater fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
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 Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Number 12, second reading ordinance 2009-23. Ordinance to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year street capital project fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing. Any motion to approve or to deny? And some water. I need need a motion to approve or to deny second reading, ordinance 2009-23.
Approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second. I'll second it. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Number 13, second reading, ordinance 2009-24, to amend 2008-2009 fiscal year park capital projects fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing. Need a motion to approve or to deny?
Approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second. Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Number 14, second reading, ordinance 2009-25. Ordinance to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year police impact fees fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing this evening. I need a motion to approve or to deny. Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Second reading ordinance 2009-26 to amend the 2008-2009 fiscal year water sewer fund budget. No one spoke for or against at the public hearing this evening. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Number 16, second reading ordinance 2009-27. Ordinance to amend Title 14, Chapter 7, Section 14-701, Laverne Municipal Code, amending the definition for exempt properties for the stormwater user fee. Received a favorable recommendation from the Stormwater Appeal Advisory Committee on August 25th, 2009. There was no public hearing. This is second and final reading. I need a motion to approve or to deny. Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
No.
Roll call. Alderman Mosley.
Aye.
Alderman Walden.
No.
Alderman Green.
Aye.
Vice Mayor. Aye. Passes on second, final reading. Number 17, second reading, ordinance 2009-28. Ordinance to amend Article 5, Section 5.052.6 of the zoning ordinance regarding planning the PDR direct regulations. Received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on August 25th, 2009. Had a public hearing. One person spoke against, no one spoke for. Need a motion to approve or to deny, second and final reading.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve and it's second. Have a second. All four?
Aye.
No.
Aye.
Roll call. Alderman Moses.
No.
Alderman Walden.
Aye.
Alderman Green.
Aye.
Vice Mayor. Aye. Passes on second and final reading. Number 18, second reading ordinance 2009-29. Ordinance to amend Article 3, Section 3.100 of the zoning ordinance by adding requirements for accessory structures. Received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on August 25th, 2009. Had a public hearing this evening. No one spoke for or against. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second. Second, and it's open to this board.
Grant, we talked about this. There is, for someone who has more property or in a neighborhood where it's maybe suitable for larger than 1,500 square feet sitting in residential, that is something that can be taken to the Board of Zoning Appeals.
Yes, sir. It'd be a variance request.
And it's not anything to related to lot size or anything like that, so depending on who makes these more against the neighborhood, how it fits that neighborhood.
Correct.
You know,
Yes, sir.
do we ever determine for description purposes, definitions, what 1,500 square feet is, that footprint size or overall size?
Yes, sir. I spoke with codes today. The way that the accessory structures are permitted, it would be looking at the footprint. So it would just be the first level. If there's additional levels, then that would they could go in the excess of these size requirements. But
So if someone wanted to build a structure square foot footprint size, they could get 3,000 feet out of that second floor.
Yes, sir.
Would that be a barn or even a garage, or boats on the or whatever?
Yes, sir.
Any questions from this board? Okay, I have a second for all four.
No.
Roll call. Alderman Mosley.
No.
Alderman Walden. Alderman Green.
Aye.
Vice Mayor. I vote aye. Pass on second, final reading. Number 19, consent agenda items. We went over at the workshop. Bruce, was anything removed from the agenda? Okay, I need a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
Make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Number 20, appoint board members. Senior Citizen Advisory Committee. Let's see. What we got, Bruce? One.
I make a motion that we put Donald Laird. He's very good. He's there all the time. He helps, he works.
Okay. I have a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Welcome to the team, Donald. B, Stormwater Appeals Advisory Board. What you got, Bruce?
This is the one where staff is requesting that the member be removed, Mr. Gammon,
Okay.
due to a lack of attendance.
Okay. Then I guess you'll start advertising if he's removed tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I need a motion to remove David Gammon from the board.
Motion made.
Have a motion to remove. I need a second. You gotta get his own microphone. Can't be taking yours, kid. All right, I have a second. I don't have a second. I need a second. I have a motion to remove David Gammon. I need a second.
And we exhausted all of our efforts in trying to call and,
Several times, yes, ma'am.
okay. I'll second it. Because we need members to show up to these.
Okay.
These
Who made the
committees.
motion? To Dennis did?
Dennis.
Okay, so we got a second. All right, all four removing him?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. C, Local Emergency Planning Committee. Because of the resign of Rick O'Neill, we have to put someone in his place that is qualified under these conditions here. Is this one I can just point?
No.
Well, we have to
No,
vote.
this one has to be voted.
That's just the planning board and, okay. Who we got? Is Judith Hill, did she apply?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion to approve, Julia Hill.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks and welcome to the team. Number 21, first reading ordinance 2009-30. To be entitled to the City of Laverne Municipal Code by adding new chapter 9, providing for the establishment of the Laverne Library Board. It has taken a while, but this board, we're definitely trying to make sure we got all our ducks in a row and all our eggs in the baskets and all them other cute old sayings. Bruce, we discussed this at the workshop. Did we add that to the, or did we have to add that for as living in the city of Laverne or be an employee of the city?
Yes, at the very top of page 143 in the packet, you'll see a highlighted sentence that was added that does state you have to live in the city or employed by the city.
Okay, and the library board members can be removed by this board, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I need a motion to approve or to deny first reading, ordinance 2009-30.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve, I need a second.
Second.
Have a second, all four?
Aye.
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 All right. There won't be a public hearing for that?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, number 22, resolution 2009-31, to write off water department bad debts. Ms. Rogers, did you get with Alderman Dennis Walden or any other board members to go over the,
Yes.
did you find any more?
We have removed a couple of businesses and a contact that Mr. Waldron had given us. We have removed that from this list.
Good job. All right. I need a motion to approve or to deny the resolution 2009-31.
Motion to approve.
Have a motion approved. I need a second.
Second, I have one more question as well.
Second open from, to this board. Yes, sir.
Phyllis, these are some, it's from 2006 or prior, or this?
2006. All the ones prior to 2006 have already been written off.
Okay. And these are the ones that have already been turned over for collection, for outside collections?
Yes, they have been turned over previously, long time ago, and we have exhausted, the collection service has not been able to contact them.
And that's the collection service, that they don't get paid till they collect?
That's correct. And they'll still pursue those, even though we write them off. If we get any money from them, we will credit that back against the write-off account. Occasionally we do get some, not very often, but we do.
Now, a lot of these here, somebody moves and the water's cut off, and a bill keeps running even though it's no water used. A lot of this falls in that category.
Well, they generally close the accounts after, I don't know what the time period is. I know it's no more than a couple of months.
But even if they closed the account, somebody, if it's got a meter out front, and the water bill's still sent to somebody, right?
For the minimum?
The minimum.
Should have been for the minimum.
What's the minimum, $28.19?
Somewhere around 25, 28.
But the bill is still, I see a lot of them is $28.15,
Yeah.
that's the minimum. Even if somebody moves away and water's cut off, a $28.15 bill is sent to that address.
Right. Until we find out they've moved, yeah.
Anyone else from this board? Any questions? All right, I have a second. All four?
Aye.
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 Aye. Number 23, motion to approve matching grant funds for 2009-2010 Tennessee Tourist Partnership Marketing Program. We spoke about this at the workshop. I need a motion to approve or to deny.
Motion approved.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Second. All four?
Aye.
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 Aye. Did you say aye?
Yes, I did, aye.
They bring your microphone back?
No, I took the Chiefs.
Boy, I tell you what, that's...
I pulled rank on
full rank, I mean...
He did
He's
put
probably
up a fight. He
happy
did put up
that
a
you-
fight. He put up a fight, though.
Gave it to you pretty quick, did he? All right. Number 24, motion to approve agreement between City of Laverne, Leads Online LLC for online database access for the law enforcement purposes. Sorry, we can't hear you, Chief.
Mayor, we wish that to be set aside till next month. A change was made by the attorney, and we hadn't got a response back from that yet, so we'd ask that to be put aside till next month, please.
Okay, sir. So we want to defer this, Mr. Richardson? Okay, I need a motion to defer.
Motion made.
Have a motion to defer. I need a second.
Second.
Have a second. All four?
Aye.
On 25, the motion authorized Smyrna Gas to use the City of Smyrna to use the City of Laverne water line easement I-24 tunnel to upgrade the gas line connected to Woodland Hill subdivision. We spoke about this at the workshop. I believe everybody understands what's going on, but I know
Mayor, we'd probably like the same action taken as a previous item. There's some questions about easements and who can use them and how they're actually are worded. Have questions about the payment of the fee by Smyrna that has came up also. So there's some questions here that need answered to them.
Okay, so you would like this need to be deferred?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you really want this deferred, or you just doing this because the police chief had a little TV time? All right, I need a motion to defer.
Motion to approve, defer.
Trying to give us each. All right, I need a second.
Second.
Got a second. All four?
Aye.
Aye.
Deferred. Go on record that the chief was first to defer his item, then the city administrator went second. All record be shown. Number 26, motion to acquire public utilities drainage easement at 101 Cheerful Place for the 24-inch water transmission line project. We spoke at this at the workshop. If you have any questions for Grant Green or Kyle Brown from this board.
I see in the packet here, Cal, that the $10,000 amount was agreed upon by
Yes,
the party.
they said the 10,000, they would agree to that, so.
I make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second.
Second.
I got 2 seconds. That don't never happen, but up there. All four?
Aye.
Aye. Passes. Good job, Kyle. Did Grant help you out at all? A little bit? Good job there.
Well, brought you your coffee while you were in the negotiations.
Oh, yeah. Now, Grant, I want you to know now, people watch this and they think I pick on you. I really do appreciate your hard work, okay?
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it.
Most of the time. Okay, we're down to the mayor and alderman comments. Alderman Mosley?
Oh, I got a lot of people to brag on, so I'll talk really, really fast.
Go ahead.
I want to brag about what's going on in Box. Julia Hill has stepped up to the plate. She had a lot of stuff dumped on her. She's handled it with style and grace. She's got some great help with June and Gwen and Adam. The whole Box unit as a whole has really come together. And, I mean, we had, 5 new members join last night.
Oh, well, good job.
And I just want to thank Julia for everything that she's done and the whole team. It was awesome. Like I said, we've had a lot of call-outs, so we're still up and rolling and doing, I think, a really good job under her leadership. So I just want to thank her publicly for all that you're doing. Also, again, I want to brag again on the police department, fire department, for the great jobs they've done and some recent tragedies that's gone on here. Job well done. Well done. Parks and Rec, Old Timers Day, was a blast. Even though it was rainy, it was great. I think everybody had a good time. Also, the football game, FOP, there was another great time had. Had a blast. The ones that got all that together, I think, did a wonderful job. These are things that I love seeing, the communities all going together, pitching in, and really having a good time. Sorry I didn't get to make it to the library. My son was in the Tough Man with the state, so I had to go watch my baby. And just thanks to everybody. I think we've had some good weeks going, a lot of things getting done, and I'm just very thankful for what I've been seeing here lately. Very thankful.
Good job. Anything else?
I'm done.
Alderman Walden?
One thing I got, people keep Miss Wilson, she's feeling ill, keep her in their prayers.
Okay.
And that's it.
That it? Okay. Alderman Green?
I'd like for us to remember the Thomas family. Most of you
Thomas.
know the Thomas family from on Waldron Road. They lost the wife of Billy this past week, which is my granddaughter's other grandmother. And I know you've heard me talk about the little girl that drowned. She was underwater for 12 minutes. She was at church Sunday. Now, she's in a wheelchair, and she really doesn't know her family. As far, I mean, she may know them, but she doesn't say anything or, you know. But it's a miracle that they even got to bring her home. She's been in Atlanta for about 8 weeks at special therapy.
What's her name so we can pray?
Bree Perry. So we need to continue remembering that family and the Oakley family. They've really had a hard time.
Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
I don't think so.
Okay. Vice Mayor?
Yes, again, talking about Old Timers Day, I'd like to thank WGNS Radio out of Murfreesboro for coming down to Thursday prior to Old Timers Day and broadcasting Rutherford issues from Wilson's Grill. And Commissioner Mike Sparks does that radio show, and Brian Barrett controls it, I reckon. And again, thank Rick from over at Will Stands for providing the space in the back and also providing drinks and food for those in attendance. And also, as Robin mentioned, the Parks and Recreation and Greenways is joining with Historical Preservation with Aldermen Waldron on October 19th. That meeting will be held at Lake Forest Park on the pavilion. So that'll be our first meeting outside this room. So we're looking forward to that. And I'd like to thank Alderman Waldron for agreeing to have that joint meeting. I think it'll be very good.
Hope it ain't raining.
It won't be under that roof.
Good
Or
drive.
cold.
Might be both.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. I want to say on behalf of this board, congratulations to Miss Carrie Smith for receiving a Community Service Award Saturday evening. She's done a great job for many years for the Chambers and the City of Laverne. We all here thank very much, think a lot of her, and it was an award passed to her from County Mayor Burgess, and she was really glad she received it. She really appreciated it, but she does a good job. So next time you see Carrie Smith, your congratulations on that award. And also she got her picture taken with an astronaut that was there, retired astronaut, so she really liked that. I was in the picture too, but she didn't say nothing about that. She was more glad about the astronaut, but that's fine.
What astronaut was it?
I can't remember her name, but she was very nice.
Ray Seaton.
It's
Yeah. Yeah. Spoke with her, very knowledgeable.
A woman
lady.
astronaut.
Yeah, she's
on
been
the
up in
shuttle.
space 3 different times. So that's pretty amazing. Any astronaut to go up that many times. And she was a great speaker, and it was a great time around the old courthouse there. So that goes out to Carrie Smith. Y'all done a good job tonight, Chief. What Alderman Mosley was saying, Captain Thompson done a great job. So did Ricky McCormick. Everybody really stepped up. I was getting calls left and right around that area. There was people concerned. Main thing I was telling them, the reason why time was taking so long was the safety. The safety of the people in the house, but the safety of the people surrounding that house. Everything was handled good. Everybody that could came out okay. The one person that took it, done it to himself, but everybody else, nobody else was hurt. So great job to everybody. And I will say this meeting, wait a minute, who's got the tie? Grant, I was going to brag on your tie, but I can't. I think Guy Patterson, I like that tie, guy. Yeah, it ain't that good. Don't go with my black. This meeting's adjourned.